Okay, good morning, folks, or good afternoon, or good evening. We're going to go ahead and get this thing started. We do have people from all over the world here. I definitely want to be the first to welcome you. My name is James Ward. I'm going to be your host here today and tell you everything that you need to know about Lionshare. Now, we have folks that are coming back, that are current members. We have people that are brand new. And either way, I want to say thank you for taking the time to come out here. My objective is, especially for anybody who's new, is to really educate you, to tell you exactly what's going on here at Lionshare. What I can tell you is this: there's been 69,000 people already in the first 12 days that have said yes, and those numbers we're very proud of those. Obviously, at the same time, we're just getting this thing started, so there's a lot of excitement. I think that there's been close to I know over 6 million USD paid out in Ethereum in the first 12 days as well. So I start with telling you those numbers because, man, I mean, this has been such a huge blessing to so many people in a time that everybody needs it, right? I mean, I can't remember a time in my life that things were as challenging as they are, not only economically, but physically as well for people. We've all been affected in different ways by what's been going on out there with COVID, and it doesn't seem to necessarily be stopping, at least here in the U.S. So with that being said, I believe Lionshare can be that opportunity for you today, in a time of crisis. So let's go on and let's get this thing started here. I'm going to share my PowerPoint presentation with you, and we're going to get this rolling. All right, everybody should be able to see it. So here's what we're going to do, just kind of give you an agenda. I'm going to go through this presentation. It's probably going to take 15 to 20 minutes at the very max. And then we're going to bring out some people that have actually been part of Lionshare, get some testimonials from them because, this part is important, but it's also very important for you to hear from real live people exactly how things are going. So, if you are a member here at the end, we'd love to hear your testimony as far as, what exactly you've been able to do. So, with that being said, let's get into this thing and tell you why so many people are excited about Lionshare and why so many people have already said yes. Well, first of all, Lionshare is a smart contract, okay, and it's located directly on the Ethereum blockchain. And for those of you new to cryptocurrency or anything like that, what I just said could have been really confusing to you. My job isn't to confuse you here today. It's just to tell you what all this could mean for you. Okay, so some of the technical terms, if they don't completely resonate with you or make sense, don't worry about that. Okay. All you need to know is how it's going to benefit you and your family. And those are the things I'm going to share with you here today. Okay. So, number one, Lion Share, it is a smart contract. And what that means for you is that it's 100% decentralized, meaning that it is a self operating system. Because, see, a smart contract is just a piece of programming code that is placed on the Ethereum blockchain, and it does exactly what it is supposed to do as soon as it's placed there. It can never be changed, it can never be manipulated, it can never be removed. So when you're doing this, you literally have one shot really to get it the way that you want it, right? Because once you try to go in there and make changes, it just simply can't happen. But the good news about it is this: it doesn't take a company or an admin to run it. It is self-operating. So a lot of times those concerns come up as like, how long is this company going to last? Well, those things should go out the window because there is no company, right? This thing runs on its own with or without anyone behind it, which is fantastic. In the way of smart contracts, I mean, obviously I'm biased, but I believe we have the best of the best. But what I do know what we have for sure is this: we have the very first follow me matrix smart contract that's been created. And I'll tell you here in a little bit why this is so important with the follow me feature. There's other good contracts out there. You're not going to hear us sit here and bash on any other company or contract. That's not our goal, but our goal is to definitely show you why we're different and why so many people are having success. Okay. Now, this is a peer to peer system. So, when it comes to commission payments, there's no commission that comes from a company. When someone makes a payment, they make a payment directly to whoever is supposed to receive that commission. So, in traditional business, it will go from you, whoever is purchasing the package, to the company or the admin who will then calculate the commissions and then send them out maybe a week or a day later. It's not the way it works here, okay? All commissions are paid instantly and directly to you when it's your turn to receive that commission. And, I think especially in today, that's such a huge, huge component of what is going on here because, if you're like most people out there, you can't wait, even another day to get some income for you and your family. I believe Lionshare is one of the only places that I know of that you can create instant income for you and your family. I'm talking like right now, and not have to wait a day or a week or whatever it may be to get that commission. And that's huge for a lot of families right now. How about the risk? Well, when I look at risk, I'm like, hey, if I put my money into this thing, am I going to be able to get anything back out? Right. That would be number one. And number two, if I refer others, are they going to get hurt? Right. Those are really the two risks that are associated with doing business. Both of those can be removed, right? When I say you can work with 100% confidence, here's the reason why. Since there is no company, right, or there is no admin, there is no threat of someone going in there changing the compensation plan. It can't even be done. It's on a smart contract. There's no threat of someone not paying a commission because there's no money that ever goes to a company or admin. It's all paid peer to peer. There's no risk of this going out of business because, listen, when it was put on the smart contract, it is something that is self operating. So, all those challenges and struggles that maybe go through your head with most companies, they should be completely removed. Now, here's a cool thing, you can work your business directly from home using your computer. You can use your cell phone. In fact, I mean, I would say it's probably 50-50, maybe even more on the cell phone where people are actually operating their business. And everything we do here is in Ethereum, 100% of it. For those of you not familiar with that, Ethereum is the second largest cryptocurrency in the world, right next to Bitcoin. Both of them, Bitcoin and Ethereum, just this week have really spiked in price. I don't know if y'all have been checking that out, but I think that Ethereum's up over 30% in the last 7 days. And the anticipation is an expectation, I guess would be a better word, for the next 12 to 24 months is that it's going to rise drastically, right? Same with Bitcoin. And the goal is to not only be able to show you a way that you can pay your current bills with Ethereum, but as you start to get caught up and you start to be able to stack this stuff, it can create a great asset for you and your family to grow your wealth. I mean, that would be the ultimate goal here for you inside of Lionshare. Now let's talk about transparency. I know I sometimes offend people with this slide, but it's okay. It's just the kind of the way I feel about it. I think there's two different types of transparency. I think there's company transparency, but I also think that there's member transparency or distributor transparency. And from a company standpoint, there's companies that have good intentions, there's companies that have bad intentions, and both of them can't always share with you everything that they want for multitude of reasons, whether it be trade secrets or private ownerships or NDAs that they have with other companies or whatever it may be. Okay. There's a lot of reasons why they can't. When it comes to distributors, when I talk about transparency, oftentimes we see this that people are making these outrageous income claims. I mean, oftentimes they're showing their jewelry or their Lamborghinis or whatever it is, that they have. And listen, I like nice stuff. Okay, so I'm not bashing anyone that does that. What I'm saying is this: there's a lot of people that do it that aren't earning the type of income that they claim to be. With a smart contract, all that nonsense, what I would consider as a black eye on the industry, is removed because it's an open ledger, right? There's nowhere to hide. Every single transaction that happens right on the blockchain. So for a fact exactly what is happening. You can log into anyone's account, not just your own, to see exactly what's going on. So it removes a lot of the fluff and the hype that's out there, and it creates this community of what I would say just truth of what's really going on. And it's been an amazing thing. And I'll tell you what, when you see some of the income that people have earned in such a short amount of time, you're going to see that there's no fluff needed for this. Now, let's get into some important things that differentiate us as a smart contract versus others. And by others, there's no specific others I'm going to bring up. But there are some things that we were really fortunate to be able to do as our programming team was building this. They built it from the ground up. I think that some people, when they look at the way our comp plan is created or anything like that, they're like, oh, well, there's others that do that. There's no others that do it the way that we do it. And that's the reality. The number one thing that differentiates us is the fact that anyone that you personally refer into our smart contract will always stay with you. Okay. They're not going to break away from you. And the reason why that's so important is this: like, I mean, most people don't even realize this, but in many smart contracts and in many companies, you go out there, you get someone to say yes, right? Finally, however it happens, we all know it can be challenging at times to get people to say yes to anything. So you do the work to get them in. And what happens oftentimes is they go follow someone else in the company, right? Or they go follow the very top of the company. And in my opinion, that's just not good business, right? So the way that this is constructed is that your people will always stick with you. Another way to say it is this: like in other smart contracts, you'd have to personally refer 3 to 4 more times people to earn the same type of income that you can earn here. That's another way to put it, right? So I only spend so much time on this because I want you to get how important it is to really understand that aspect of the business. Now, there's two different types of matrices that we're going to talk about here today. There's what we call the personal matrix, and then there's also the team building matrix. And the personal is, well, I mean, it's kind of like what I said, it's for your personal sales. The team building is what's going to allow you to leverage not just your skills, but other people's skills globally. You see, there's no restrictions on the companies that you do business with here, the countries, not the companies, the countries that you do business with here, right? You can do business in any country that will allow an Ethereum wallet. So it really opens up a lot of doors. The next thing that's going to open up doors for you is our price points. Okay. I know there are several companies that talk about affordable options, right? Many people have slashed their prices. Even in network marketing and home business, people have created, what they might be considered, rescue plans or things like that. Something for people to get started in such a rough time. The truth is this: most of those are going to be like $100 to $200, and instead of paying 60 a month, now you're paying 30 a month, and it's very generous. I mean, that's cool, and I'm glad that companies have been able to do that. But the truth is this, okay? When you're talking about a global scale, when you're talking about really truly working with the masses, those price points still don't work. There has to be something that is more affordable. And what you're going to see here today is that we've created something that has really changed the landscape of affordability in this industry. Okay. Now, the last thing I want to tell you is, even though we have almost 70,000 people inside of this company slash smart contract, that'd be the better way to put it, you're still one of the first to know. I know that sounds crazy, but there's going to be a million people placed in this in 2020, a million people. So if you're one of the first 70 or one of the first 500,000, it doesn't matter. You're still one of the first. So congratulations on being here. Now let's get into the pricing of this platform, exactly how it works. As I said, there's a personal matrix and then there's a team building matrix. The personal matrix is going to be called L1, and L2 is going to be the team building matrix. And before I get to the pricing, I'll just show you there's a difference here with the L1. You can see this is you at the top. There's three positions directly underneath you. And L2, there's two positions directly underneath you, and then four underneath that. Now, the reason why I start with that is because I know you guys are going to be looking at these graphs the whole time trying to figure this out, especially if you're brand new. I don't want you to focus on that right now. What I want you to focus on is the fact that the pricing inside of this platform is unreal. Okay. Both platforms start at 0.02 Ethereum, as you can see right here. They both go all the way up to 16 Ethereum, okay, on both the L1 and the L2. The way it works here is this: is when someone comes in and they decide to join, they are going to simultaneously join the L1 and the L2 for 0.02. So what you're looking there is a total cost of 0.04 Ethereum. If you do the math, and I'll be honest, I haven't checked Ethereum today, but based on yesterday's prices, that's like $12.50, somewhere in there, US dollars. You can convert it in your own currency. But I do that in US dollars because a lot of people understand dollars. And the facts are this, it is an unbelievable opportunity to see something that, number one, can be shared in any country in the world. Number two, has a starting point of, let's say $12 or $13, whatever it is. It was $10 last week, but the price went up. It opens up so many doors that you can't even imagine, because for people to say yes to a $12 package versus a $100 or $200 package to start is a huge difference, right? It's opened up the doors in many countries where people have never had a chance to do something like this, can now finally get a business started for them and their family for this amount, right? 0.04. And here's the deal: if you have more than that, if you're in a better financial situation, obviously you can buy as many of these as you want, right? So if you wanted to buy all 16 of them, you absolutely could. But when everybody first comes in, they do pay the 0.04. Now, I want to mention this. I've been mentioning this every single day now as well, because I want new people, especially when you come in and you get started, we want you to have complete transparency on how everything works. Okay. There are what they call gas fees, okay, in Ethereum. So when you get started, even though our price is 0.04 Ethereum, there's going to be some gas price there as well. So whoever you're working with, just make sure that they educate you a little bit on the gas price, okay, because that's something we can't control, but it will definitely be there. It's not going to be something that's going to hold you back from doing business. I can assure you that. But you don't want to get your Ethereum and then be like, oh, well, what's this extra fee? They didn't tell me about that, right? Well, it's not our fee to tell you about, but at the same time, we definitely want you to be aware that there are gas fees when you get started. So let's get into this thing and let's talk about how you can actually make some money, okay? We're going to start with the L1 package, which is your personal matrix, is what you're looking at. By personal matrix, we mean, hey, the people that personally sign up with your link, you refer them. This is your personal people, okay? We'll get into the team building matrix in just a second. But for this example, we're going to assume that this is a zero point 0.02 package because all the packages work the same regardless of the price, okay? And what you're looking at here is this is you at the top, and then there's 3 positions directly underneath you, okay? And as you refer people, they're going to fill left to right in the next open position. So let me break it down for you, all right? This is you at the top. The first cell that you refer right here, the spot number 1, they're going to pay 0.02 as well. But instead of it going to a company or someone like that, it's going directly to you. Your very first sell, you earn 100%, okay? Your second sell, same exact thing. They're going to pay 0.02. It's going to go directly to you. So right here, just in your first 2 people that you referred, you've now doubled your Ethereum. That's a pretty cool thing considering, a lot of companies are out there saying, hey, double it in 90 days or double it in this amount of time. You can double it in 5 minutes, right? By just referring 2 people right here. Now, the third cell that you refer, that's going to actually be paid to your sponsor. This right here, this 0.02 will go to your sponsor. And when this happens, it's going to create what we call a cycle. That's why you see those arrows like that. It's going to create a cycle and it's going to recycle you back into a matrix. It looks exactly like this, but it's empty. Okay. Now, here's one key thing that differentiates us from other smart contracts out there as well. Most smart contracts, when you cycle on a package, they basically force you to upgrade to the next level. If you don't, you just lose future earnings, right? So, another way to say that is you buy a package from them. Okay. They allow you to earn once on it. And then if you don't upgrade, they take your earnings away. That doesn't even make any sense to me. So the way it works here is that once you purchase the package, you can cycle on it as many times as you want. You can upgrade when your time is right because it's different for everybody, right? We want this to be a huge opportunity, blessing for your family. So if we're taking money and forcing you to do it, we could be hurting you, right? You manage your own money. So back to it. Let's break this down for you in really simple terms. Okay. Here you are at the top of your 0.02 matrix. Spot number 1 and spot number 2, 100% of that's going to be paid to you. Spot number 3 is going to be paid to your sponsor, and we'll create a new matrix that looks exactly like this. And you can do it over and over. So, what I just did there, in my opinion, is I created just a small little paragraph or sentence that explained our compensation plan. And the reality is, anybody on here can do that, right? There's not a bunch of different ways to get paid. It's simplicity at its finest when it comes to a comp plan. Because, see, what happens is this: if you're new, most of the time, just on the outside looking in, most of the time I see new people really struggle when it gets to the comp plan because you either lead with money or you lead with a product most of the time in a conversation about this. And if you're leading it with the money and you don't even know how to talk about it because there's so many hoops to jump through, it creates a lot of confusion and it shows how new you really are a lot of times. Here, anyone can say, look, I know the first 2 get paid to me. I know the third one goes to my sponsor and I just keep doing it. Any of you can do that, right? That's simple. So let's get to the L2. The L2 is the team building matrix. It's where you get to really, work with others around the world to create as much Ethereum as you possibly can for you and your family. And this business is about leverage. There's no doubt about it. If you can find the right teammates who everybody is willing to do their part, you're going to create some great Ethereum for you and your family. Now, there's a couple differences between the L2 and the L1. The L1 are for your personal sales. The L2 require no personal sales. So this right, what you're looking at right here, this matrix, there's 6 different positions, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, versus there's only 3 in the L1. Now, these positions can be filled by you, but they don't have to be filled by you. They can actually be filled by people above you. They can be filled by people below you and help you create a cycle. So there's no requirement for you to personally refer people in order to earn. Now, I say this every time, and I know some people don't like to say it. It's okay. The facts are this: the people who put in the effort, the people who actually do refer people are going to be the ones who really make the serious income here. Okay. For those of you who like to come and watch and wait and sit and hope that your matrix fills up by other people, it could happen. It has happened many, many times. But the reality is, you should come in with the mindset, if you want to earn the type of income that you're going to hear about today from others, that you're going to refer some people as well. Okay. And again, if I was just wanting to sell you this and just like say, hey, you never have to refer anyone, don't worry about it, your wallets are just going to fill up. It's not real business, right? It can happen, but the reality is you want to lean into this and make it happen. Okay. So here you are at the top of this point zero 0.02 matrix. That means that you paid 0.02 right here. The first two people that come in and pay the 0.02, those commissions are going to be paid upline. Okay. And by upline, I don't mean just your sponsor. It means who's ever at the top of this matrix. Okay. Spot number 3, spot number 4, and spot number 5, 100% of this is going to be paid to you. So think about this, okay? You may or may not have referred a single person into this matrix. You've already received 3 payments of 0.02, which means you've tripled your Ethereum, right? And you, like I said, you may not have referred anybody. It's pretty amazing. Now, spot number 6, this one's going to be paid to your sponsor, just like it did in L3, that last position. It's paid to your sponsor. And again, it creates a brand new empty matrix just like this, where you get to do it again. Now, I do want to remind you, again, you can cycle as many times as you want on our packages without getting your earnings withheld if you don't upgrade. That's an important part of this conversation that you need to understand, okay? So let's break it down in simple terms. This is you at the top of your 0.02 matrix. Spot number 1 and spot number 2 are going to be paid upline. You're going to receive 100% of 3, 4, and 5 paid directly and instantly to you. And spot number 6 will be paid to your sponsor and create a new cycle matrix. So what I just broke down for you there, again, it was very easy for me to do. And anyone here can say, I know 1 and 2 go up. I know I get paid on 3, 4, and 5. I know my sponsor gets 6, right? You don't have to be a genius to do that. You don't have to be in this business for 10 years to understand how it works. It's simple and all you can do it. So there's one more thing that I want to break down on this matrix here. If you remember at the beginning of this conversation, I told you, look, one thing that really differentiates us is this is a follow me matrix. That means that the people that you personally refer follow you. And even though some of you may not understand how important that is, even some veterans, right? Even with you having a lot of experience, I can't believe how many people out there don't have any idea that they're losing people in some of these companies or smart contracts. It's insane to see the amount of effort that's being put in, and they're just going off to someone else. So what I'm going to show you here is I'm going to show you an example of the follow me system, how it works and how powerful it is. Okay. This is you at the top of your matrix again. And even though you don't have to personally refer people, let's say that you did refer all 6 people. Okay. So they personally signed up on your link and they took a position here in number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. If they did that, all 6 people said yes to you, the comp plan would still work the same. 1 and 2 would still go up line. You'd still earn 100% of 3, 4, and 5, and 6 would still go to your sponsor. But when that happens and you cycle, here's what really gets exciting. Okay. All these 6 people that you personally referred, as they have success, they are going to follow you into the next matrix. Okay. So when number 1 cycles, they're going to take the next available spot in your empty matrix. When 2 cycles, same exact thing, they follow you. So think about this. Let's imagine for a second you had 12 people that you personally referred, and those 12 people are cycling every other day or once a week. That is 12 new people showing up into your matrix every single week. We know for a fact that that would cycle you a minimum of 2 times, right? That would be income coming to you and your family with just people having success, other people having success. So when I tell you that the key is to find people who will do their part, I can't stress that enough, right? If you can work with team members who are willing to put in the effort just like you're willing to put it in, the opportunity for you to get spillover, the opportunity for you to get your matrix filled by other people's efforts becomes drastically higher, right? If you sit and watch and wait, those are the ones who are questioning, well, where's my spillover, right? So for those of you who are new, spillover just means when other people fill up your matrix without you personally doing it, all right? So as you can see, the follow me is super important. Now let's look at some of the profitability. What this is illustrating right now is this is showing you that if you were to start at the lowest level on the L1 package, okay, that's your personal matrix, and all you did is upgrade, okay, 0.02, you upgrade when you cycle every single time until you got to the 16th package. So that means that you just cycled 1 time on every package. That would be a total profit of 55.59 Ethereum. I think that that's about $17,000. I need to do that math. I've said that like 5 times. I need to do the math. I think it's about 17,000 at today's price. This is just showing one cycle. Many of you will cycle 5 or 10 or 20 or 100 times on every package. This is just showing one. All right. On the L2, same exact example. You start at 0.02. You upgrade every single time until you get to the 16th package. So just cycling one time on every package on the L2 would pay 111.16 Ethereum. That's over $30,000, right? I think it's more like 33,000, somewhere in there. That is a phenomenal opportunity. Now multiply that times 10, right? Add those two together. Add 111 to 55 together. Now all of a sudden we're talking about 170 Ethereum or somewhere in that range, which is a huge amount of income for just cycling one time, knowing that people will cycle 5, 10 times. Some of you may not cycle every time, okay? But those that put the effort in, I believe you definitely will. So with that being said, these are the last two slides, all right? I just want to remind you, especially if you jumped on here late, how you get paid, folks. Okay, everything is direct. It is instantly paid to your wallet. Okay, no question about it. You're not going to have to wait for a company or an admin to calculate your commission and then get it to you. You're not going to have to wait till the end of the day to get it. You're not going to have to wait till the end of the week. It is paid directly to your wallet. Okay, this is important for you to understand because now more than ever, I know that there's families out there that are hurting. Your family may be one of them. You may need income today. You're not going to find a better place that's more affordable, that has broken down the geographical limitations, that has affordability to every single country in the world, that you know for a fact can't hurt anybody. This is it. It's time for you to get your lion's share. So, for those of you who don't know what lion's share is, in any business transaction, whoever gets the largest financial part of that transaction is said to get the lion's share. And I just showed you how you can get yours. Now, what are the requirements? Well, number one, all you got to do is have an Ethereum wallet. There's multiple wallets that will work inside of our system. The two that we recommend are MetaMask and Trust Wallet. A MetaMask is going to be for your computer. So if you're using your desktop, if you're using your laptop, it might work on an iPad. I don't know. If you use an iPad, you might try that. I'm not sure. But I know that Trust Wallet will work on an Android, okay? It will not work on an iPhone. If you have an iPhone, there's Token Pocket, there's Coinbase. For those of you in the US, by Coinbase, I'm not talking about the exchange. There's actually a wallet that you can use. But with all that being said, the best thing that you can do is get back with who sent you here today. Let them help you set up your wallet. It will literally take like 2 minutes at the very most. They can show you how to get the Ethereum and get started and be one of the first to really get out there and rock this thing. So listen, I want to say thank you for taking the time to come out to listen to this. What we're going to do now is exactly what I said. We're going to bring out some people inside of our smart contract who have already had some success, where you guys can hear some of the real life stories that are going on here. As I said, and this is not a sales pitch. Well, I mean, that was, let's be honest, that was a sales pitch. This is not a sales pitch. This is the truth. I've never ever in my career seen more people earn more income as quickly as what I've seen in Lion's Share, and that it's truly, it's unbelievable what we've seen. So what I would like to do, let's see here, Edgardo, are you here today, sir?
Good morning, James. How you doing?
What's up, man? I'm really good, man. I'm really good. I'm anxious to see what happens here today. The stories continue to get better and better. How are things with you? I know you've been working like crazy.
Doing good. Let's bring some people to tell us their experience. And remember, this is your experience with Lion's Share. So if you have any questions, please put it on the chat. Any issues or any concerns, can you please put it on the chat so we can give a chance as many people to tell their experience.
Absolutely, man. All right, so who you want to start out with here today?
Let's bring Cynthia. Cynthia, good morning. Cynthia.
I don't think Cynthia has a. It doesn't look like she has.
Yeah, no, she doesn't. Okay, yes, that's correct. Let's see. Obina, good morning. Obina Justin.
Good afternoon, actually.
Good, Obina. Where you connecting from?
Nigeria.
Tell us your experience.
Well, I joined recently, and Lion's Share has been very, very lucrative for me. Actually, I got my second invite, and then I received my commission instantaneously. But the question I have here is, I purchased the second package in the L2, and then I want to know if the commission I'm going to get is going to be directly from referrals, or is it that I'm just going to wait for me to get spillovers from the matrix?
Hey, is Justin your first name?
Yeah.
Okay, so Justin, first of all, I would encourage you to make sure to get back with your whoever invited you to completely understand the comp plan. But just remember on the L2, so on the L2, when you refer people, your first two people will be paid upline, but the next three people, you can either personally refer them or they can be referred by others, and you're going to get paid. Okay, so kind of like what I said in the presentation, I think the best way to success always is not to wait for anybody, right? If you can go out there, like you said, you referred your first or second person, just go out there and continue to share it with people. And anybody that you refer, make sure that they know coming in, like, hey, we're going to do this together. We're going to work together. So in order for that to happen, you have to do your part as well. I think that's the best conversation to have, Justin. But yeah, just remember the first two slots on L2 go upline. So it would be the third, fourth, and fifth that you're going to get paid on. So we appreciate you coming out, man. Make sure to get with your sponsor to get those questions answered, to understand a little bit more about the comp plan. Okay.
Good. Thank you very much
All
for
right.
your
Thanks,
time.
Justin. Have a good day. All right. Who we got next?
Let's see. March Gray. Let's see, March Gray. Let's unmute March Gray. Good morning.
March Gray.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Where you connecting from?
I'm connecting from Nigeria.
So tell us your experience.
Wow, I'm completely new in the system, and I just got into them recently. I got contacted by Amy from US, from California, and ever since then, I opened my Trust wallet, and of course, she encouraged me by even funding the Trust wallet, and today, and that was yesterday, she informed me today about the funding. And then I have been trying to know how to grow my wallet, that's the Ethereum, from the little that is in it into millions of dollars. That was the question I asked her. Then she told me about this meeting that is holding right now.
Yeah. So is your first name Gray, or is your entire name March Gray, or what is it?
That's my nickname actually. That's what everybody calls me with. So it's just together like that, March Gray.
Marsh Gray. Okay, cool. I like it. So man, it's kind of like I was telling Justin. It's a good question. How do you start adding Ethereum to your wallet? How do you really get this thing going? I think the best thing that you can do is work with your sponsor, number one, whoever referred you, to create some momentum in your team. And for those that are out there referring people, right? You're just introducing it. Not everybody's going to say yes. I mean, that's just the reality. But I think you're going to be shocked how many more people say yes to this platform versus others because of the cost, right? I mean, it's very inexpensive to get in, and all the risk associated with it is removed. So here's what I would tell you, March Gray. I would invite every single person I even thought that I wanted to be part of this platform to this call right here, and let me do the work for you, okay? Because the idea is to explain it in a way that people can understand it. That removes you from that. All you got to do is say, hey, I've got this call that you need to come out to. It's going to take 30 minutes, whatever. Invite them out to learn about it. That way you're doing your part in the process, and getting team members to say yes to you as well. So that's what I would recommend, man. I hope you have a good day. I appreciate you coming out. All right, Edgardo, let's continue here. What's pretty cool about that, I hope everybody saw that. I mean, the first two people that came out, even though we didn't hear testimonials, like as far as the Ethereum that they've earned or anything like that, Those are two brand new people that just came in here that are anxious to learn and grow their business that showed up here today. So that's pretty cool.
Let's bring Daniel. Daniel, good morning.
Oh yeah, good morning, good afternoon. Actually, it's afternoon here.
Where are you
Where are you calling
connecting
in
from?
Actually, I'm from Nigeria.
Fantastic. How long you been with Lionshare?
It'll be so awesome. It'll be awesome experience with Lionshare. As I would say that by the grace of God, I'm not new to smart contract. All right, I've been in a smart contract for some times now. I started with Million Money and some other smart contracts. That's just to tell you how far I've begun. I began last year, and then I've gotten some personal experience, and also from my coach and teacher. We've been working all along very hard, and I've been learning a lot. So when this Lionshare came up, I was so blessed to have heard about it on time. Though I initially didn't have the flair to push it, but a friend of mine persuaded me that let's give it a try. For the fact that the entrance fee is that manageable and minimal compared to the other ones. So we decided to push, and then we created a group to push it just 3 days before the 1st of July, because it was initially announced the launching date was 1st. All right, so we started 3 days before the launch, and then within that 3 days, we got over 230 members in our group.
Wow.
So, and from the 230 members, we got over 30 people that indicated interest in the first launch day. So actually, it's been an awesome experience. I've never seen anything like this before in my work with smart contract. And then I will always commend the efforts of the leaders in Lionshare. They beat my doubt. Why I said that, because I've been in smart contract. Whenever they have bugs from the first launch, most of them, they will always, have to relaunch their version 2. But this one is so amazing to me that they were able and smart enough to have a backup capable hands to rearrange their system in order for their people not to lose. Because whenever a smart contract crashes as a result of bugs, people are vulnerable to lose their money, and a lot of people will be discouraged even to attempt other businesses. But I'm so happy with Lionshare, and I've given it all I have. I'm giving it everything within me to succeed in this, because to me, it's the best of the best. It's so strong, and I love it. I love it. I'm not just saying because I want you guys to feel all right. Just hold it right there. I have my own question. I have my own um, issue as well with you guys, but I must tell you, you guys are the best. That's the truth. You
Thank
guys
you,
are the
Daniel.
best. Yeah.
No, we really appreciate that. And we know things are absolutely rocking in Nigeria. I mean, that entire country is just blown up here with Lionshare, which we appreciate. And thank you for the kind words. For those of you who are brand new, what Daniel was referring to is like when we first launched, there was complete craziness, right? I mean, we had no idea the type of traffic that we were going to receive. So it took a couple days to get things like kind of straight there. But since that time, things went really well. So we're excited about that. And, thank you so much, Daniel, for coming out. Let's bring out, how about Marlene? Marlene, are you there?
Yes, I am. Good morning. How is everybody doing today?
Man, I'm really well. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I am so happy to be here. I mean, this platform is so amazing. I joined a couple of days ago and I'm already earning Ethereum. So, just continue to, tell people about it, let your team grow, because I got a phenomenal team that I'm working with. Oh my God, I can't wait for us to blow up the US, because I mean, not just the US, all over the world, because we have people in Nigeria, Jamaica, Canada, England, you name it, all over the world. So, don't be on the fence. It's minimal to get in, just a small fee. Okay. And all you got to do is just let the system work for you, or you can also work the system. Okay. It's not a lot of work that you have to do. but just let the system work and you'll see the benefit of this amazing, amazing business right here. Because you can grow this business to whatever. It's not going to go anywhere. I mean, there's a lot of businesses out there, but this one you can definitely start with and grow from there and build your portfolio. So I want to thank you, James, Alfredo, Agardo. I mean, everybody, Lady Joe, you name it.
Well, thank you so much, Marlene. You always have such a cool energy. We appreciate it. And
Thank you.
I mean, you said something right there that, you said, hey, I'm brand new. I've already earned some Ethereum, but you mentioned your team and working with the team. And I want people to understand that, hey, even though this is a business for yourself, it's definitely not by yourself, right? You have a community
Exactly.
like this. So I think you hit it right on the head here, right on the nail right on the head. Sorry, but you got it. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate you coming out. You got a great team there behind you as well. So, all right, let's bring out Dr. Norval. Dr. Norval, are you there?
Good morning, team. Yes, I'm here in Southern California, about half an hour from Hollywood. So everyone on the planet has heard of Hollywood. It's exciting to be a part of Lion Share. And James, you played my theme song, Free Falling, this morning. 15 years ago, around this time, I did my first skydiving, and I've done that twice. And I'm waiting for this pandemic to be behind us so that they'll let us skydive some more, because I turned 80 years young in May 30th, and I'm going to skydive with my son and my grandson and my son's fiance. So it's exciting to be a part of something as revolutionary as what Lion Share is doing, and it's helping so many people on the planet. That's exciting. I've earned right at $3,000 in about 8-9 days, and I'm just getting started. I've got a team that we're getting ready to rock and roll, and I would encourage everybody to get a team and work with your team. Thank you.
Yeah, Dr. Norval, 80 years young, still skydiving, man. That's what I'm talking about. And I will tell you, you have an unbelievable wisdom like in your voice. I mean, you can just hear like your experience in it. So we appreciate you coming out. I don't know if everybody caught that because he said it very casually, but $3,000, in his first week, that's pretty awesome. I don't care what country you're in. So congratulations. We appreciate you coming out, and happy belated birthday. Okay, so let's get here. There's a lot of hands up here today. We're gonna try it. Let's bring out Natish. I love hearing Natish's story. Natish, are you there?
Hello, good morning, James sir, Elgato sir. How are you guys?
I'm great, man. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I just want to start with this statement. And Warren Buffett said, if you don't know the way to earn income while you're sleeping, you have to work until you die. The reason why I said this because I just woke up today early in the morning and I saw that $100 credited in my account. It's pretty good. $100 is not a bad income. The country that I live in. I live in India in a small village. If I want to go to city, I have to travel 200 kilometers to reach the city. So you can imagine. I live in a small village, and I've been working in this company from last 12 days, and I earned $3,500. I'm a normal person. I don't have a big network, even though I managed to earn $3,500. If I can do that, you guys are better than me. You guys have more network than me. Definitely, you can earn more income than what I was earned. That what you have to do is believe in the system, and you have to when you started working, and you have to educate your team. That's what I did. That's what I'm doing. And now I can see the results also. But last but not least, I just want to say I have two babies. 9-month-old baby. Her name is Jessica. Another baby name she's just 12 days old, and our baby name is Lion's Share. Why I'm saying this? Because if you take care of this Lion's Share baby, it will take care of you. Last but not least, if you get benefited by this company, don't keep that benefit with yourself. go and share out with your friends and family. So they also get benefited by this company. Definitely, Lions will share. I hope you're all our Lions.
Thanks, Natish, man. Great quote there at the beginning by Warren Buffett. I don't know if everybody caught that. If you can't make money while you're sleeping, you're going to work till you die, right? So there's something to be said for that. He said he woke up to $100, which based on what he said in the past, that's like half a month's salary. He woke up one day to it, $3,500 in the first 12 days. I mean, that is fantastic. So, folks, the reason why we bring people out like Natish and Dr. Norval and Marlene and everyone that's come out is because we want you to see real people that this is happening to, and get their story. So let me see who else we got here. All right, I'm going to bring out Trader Kent. Trader Kent, are you there?
Oh yeah, I am. Good afternoon.
How you doing? Where are you calling in from?
Good afternoon. From Nigeria.
Nigeria. Okay, great. Well, I know Nigeria is rocking it. How's your experience been with Lionshare so far?
Really, really awesome. I don't know quite long, man, but I've made so much money from it already, man. We're rocking and rolling. My team is on fire. Lionshare is the best. It's awesome.
Well, thank you so much. So Trader Kent, how much, if you don't mind, how many of Ethereum have you earned so far, and how long have you been with us?
Not quite long, but I've made 2 Ethereum already from my team. We're rocking it. We're doing the follow me system.
That's right. That's what it's all about. Well, Kent, man, we really appreciate you coming out. Nigeria is absolutely crushing it. One thing that Kent mentioned there is he was talking about his team, which is always a sign of a good leader. And he was talking about the follow me system, knowing how powerful that is. I'm telling you right now, folks, like the Nigeria is absolutely crushing it. So let's go to Adeline. Adeline, are you there?
Hi, my name is Elmer actually, and I'm using my daughter's phone. Yes, my daughter's phone. Yeah, so I can just say that this business is amazing. I've been in it for now about 10, 12 days. I'm a little slow, but I am still pretty happy with the way the system is working. And, people are making really serious money who are really, introducing this business to people. And maybe I'll send you a separate message, James, on the side. If you just read my email message and just reply to me, I was having a small issue. So if you can just, but otherwise the business is great. It's awesome. And I think nobody should delay it any longer and get on board and just reap the fruits that, you all have set up for us.
Elmer, where are you from?
I'm from Toronto, Canada.
Toronto. Okay, man, I love Toronto.
Yeah.
I've only been there a couple times, but such a cool city. So
thank
you so much, Elmer. We appreciate your
good
attitude. And yeah, just throw something in there in the chat and let me see if I can help. Okay.
Thank you very much. Take care. Yeah.
Okay. We are gonna go here to let's see here. We'll bring out just a couple more before we get this thing going here. Let's look at Mr. Let's see here. Comrade.
Hello.
Comrade?
Yeah, hello, good afternoon.
How you doing? Where are you calling in from?
Yeah, I'm calling from Kaduna, Nigeria.
Welcome. I know Nigeria is crushing it. How are things going for you and your team?
Really, really, really fine. I'm just out here to let people know something, really.
Okay.
The main issue is that people really don't want to work. When you tell people that you have to refer to make this work, they're going to say they don't want to refer. But I'm just here to let people know that if you can really refer, this is a really big deal that's going to change your life. In fact, here in my team, really making the follow me system, as the other person just said, we don't get much referral for ourselves. We're working as a team. That much referral, we give it down to our downline, and we're really making it hit. So I want to let people know that this is a lifetime opportunity. If you can just try to make this, it's going to really change a lot of life. That's it. So you have to refer to make this work. That's what I'm letting people know. Investors, I really invest. If you want to invest and you don't want to refer, yeah, it's cool. But, getting a spillover overflow is not really a short, you don't have a specific time or day to get overflows or spillover. But if you can refer, like hi now, I took this as my personal work. you understand me? I have to open a new Facebook account, a new Facebook page. I have to get a new number, to get a new WhatsApp and Instagram channel, just to let people know about this. And seriously, it's been a good one. It's been a good one. So my opinion here today is just to tell people that work hard, you're gonna make it. I'm still on my way to make it real, but I'm making it already. But I'm still gonna make it real. I'm gonna work this big time. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I mean, I tell you, I love what you said there. I know most people maybe look like that and say, man, why is he talking about this bad word work? Like no one wants to work, right? No, the more work you put in anything, the more opportunity you have. So I appreciate you coming out and saying that for sure. Speaking of Nigeria, we've got a fantastic leader coming out here. Mike, are you there?
Yeah, James, how are you?
What's up, man? I'm really well. How are things with you?
Excellent. Non-stop. My friend Edgardo will say non-stop, non-stop, non-stop. So that's what we are doing already. The game is already, and I'm just coming back from a seminar now. I'm just resting in my room, okay? Like what my brother Nigerian man just said now, that's the truth. It is a lion's share is a referral business. It's not an investment program. You have to refer to earn. So even though there's a spillover, we don't have to depend on the spillover. We have to work. We have to refer people. Spillover is not a spirit, it's a human being. So we have to bring in people into the system for us to have enough spillover. Okay? James, thank you very much. A lot is happening in my team in Nigeria, a lot. I'm already creating millionaires in our currency because when you have 10 Ethereum, you have clocked 1 million Nigerian currency. So wow. I have a WhatsApp group for my millionaires. Okay, there are so many. I'm hosting a party for them in August. Now we are doing great. We are moving from one state to another state. I'm in Lagos, Nigeria now. By Thursday, I'll be going to Akwa Ibom State, another state again. So before the end of August, I must have almost half of Nigeria. And that is how my team in different places are doing. So thank you for this great opportunity. And we want to know also what is in for us in incentive. You know, the incentive, I've seen it on the, I've seen the ranks on the, this is what is in for us? What is the incentive? I just want to know. Is it traveling? Is it car awards? So I want to know.
Yeah, everybody does. Well, first of all, Mike, I don't know if everybody can see it, but Mike has on a Lion Share shirt. I mean, he is.
Oh, yeah. Right? Yeah. Are you seeing it?
Well, so listen, Mike's one of the very first people that I spoke with about this project. Huge leader in Nigeria, as you can see. And he's saying it exactly like it is. But you know, so Mike, I heard you talk about your teammates. I know you have several people that have become millionaires in your country in that currency. How have you done? Do you mind telling people a little bit about like how you've done? I know you don't like necessarily saying that but do you mind giving people at least an idea of how your Ethereum has been, you know, in the first 12 days of this business?
I've earned a lot. Okay, I've crossed 200 Ethereum plus.
Okay, so I'll do some math for y'all. He has crossed 200 Ethereum plus. 200 Ethereum's like $60,000 US dollars in 12 days. So, man, congratulations. So, as far as the incentive is concerned, as far as the rankings that came out, we did post that on Telegram, both Spanish and English. We'll be announcing more information about that. The one thing that we've talked about is we will have a recognition program that no one else has had. As far as like what is going to be given, the things that are around that, we'll be delivering more information on that. The thing that I can tell you for sure, 100% sure, is we will be having like basically like a diamond getaway of some sort where all the diamonds are going to be meeting. So we'll announce more information about that, Mike, as it comes here and give you more detail, because I know we've got a lot of questions there, but hopefully we get to meet a lot of you. So with that being said, let me look here 1 second and see what else we got. Edgardo, you still there?
Yes.
What'd you think of Mike's story there, man? It looks like he's at an event.
Yeah, I was just looking. He has made over $70,000. I like to take a look at the back office while you're talking.
Unbelievable.
So
in
let's
12 days.
bring Angel. I unmute Angel here. Hold on 1 second. Right here. Angel, good morning.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm from Nigeria.
So tell us your experience.
Uh, anyway, I've been seeing testimonies from people. I just joined recently though, but I'm having a little challenge with referring people. It's the gas fee. It's too high. It's like almost the same price of registering, and it's really discouraging.
Yeah, so Angel, I'm gonna let me jump in here really quick. There's a little bit of a background noise. I'm gonna mute you just for a second. In regards to the gas fee, for those of you who are new, that's the thing that I mentioned when we were talking about the pricing. I think that if you can educate people up front, so if you're out there, telling people about this, make sure that you're including, hey, there's going to be a gas fee to get started, and you just got to be transparent and say, look, the company or the smart contract does not control the gas fee. That's controlled by the blockchain. So it's just like anything else. If people aren't caught off guard, they're a lot more receptive to it. If they get to the place where it's time to sign up and then they're like, oh, by the way, there's this extra fee on top of it, that's when people get mad. Okay, so just make sure that you're communicating to people, new people out there. Look, when you get started, there will be a gas fee. But here's the deal: if they come out to something like this and they're seeing, let's just take Mike for example. I know it's an extreme example, but someone saying, "Hey, I've earned 200 Ethereum or over that in 12 days." Do you think that anyone's going to care about that gas fee if they understand the potential that's here? And so that's the way I would go at it. I would just make sure people are aware of it up front, okay? Because if they see the opportunity, most people are going to get past that. All right, Edgardo, anyone else out there that you want to bring out before we wrap this up? We've been here an hour.
No,
How about Dion, man? Let's bring Dion out to.
Oh, yes.
Let's bring Dion out to get everybody excited, and then we're gonna wrap this thing up.
Okay, right? Sounds good. Sounds good.
What's up, Dion? You there?
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Hey, James. Hey, Eduardo. How are you fine gentlemen doing today?
I'm better now that I hear your voice. It's always exciting for you to come out here. How are you doing?
I am doing extremely well. I tell you, we are loving the weather here in Georgia, USA, but we are really loving the weather of this Ethereum. It is growing. It is growing our wealth by leap and bounds. Just want to encourage those that are starting out, get in where you fit in, even though you are concerned about the gas. Give yourself and your team time to succeed. You won't be thinking about the gas prices in 90 days from now, or 6 months from now, or even into 2021. Lion's share is the truth. I am so excited to be a part of Team MSB. I'm so excited to be linked up with one of the greatest administrators for onboarding, Ms. Cece Brown, to see my friends Marlene and Lady Joe and Letish and his wonderful baby Letish. I want to tell you, I like that blue shirt. And Mike, I gotta get that Lion's Share sweatshirt. I sent that in the chat. You gotta get our addresses and send them to us. We want one. But guys, this is the best opportunity right now that we have going in this pandemic. Do not give up. Stay the course. You are going to be so surprised. Your life is going to be so unrecognizable in the months to come. So stay the course. Keep smiling. People are attracted to your energy. Keep a smile on your face. Keep joy in your heart, and know that Lion's Share is here to help you become wealthier beyond your wildest dreams. So back to you guys. Have an amazing day.
We love it, Dion. Thank you so much. Well, Edgardo, we gotta end on that, man. I don't want anyone to kill that energy, right? And I can't even match it. So anything you want to share before we wrap it up?
No, remember tonight, 7 p.m. Pacific time. Let's pack the house tonight.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And the last thing I want to say is, look, I see all of you sitting at home or in your cars. I can see your videos. I love seeing this when I come out here. I see some of you with your children, some of them with small children. I remember those days. Mine are a little bit older now, so enjoy that time. But here's the biggest thing, you know, the community that's being created here is second to none. It's, I mean, the money, the Ethereum is a byproduct of what this community is going to mean to people. I can assure you that. You surround yourself with the right type of people, you start acting like those type of people, you start, you know, earning like those type of people. So make sure you're inviting every single person to this call. If you're not having the success that you want yet, come out to this call and listen to what others are doing. Listen to the testimonials, how they're building their business. Learn from them, right? That's what you want to do. So if you're brand new, make sure to get back with whoever sent you here today to get your final questions answered. Come be part of this. This is a movement. This is a revolution. It's not a smart contract. It's not a company. It's a revolution that's changing people's lives. So come be part of it. Have a great day. See y'all.